Hey YouTubers, this is the Roaming Prepper. I was asked by a family member to set up a basic, kind of like a beginner's get-home bag for someone in the family, so I'm going to do that today. I'll be right back and show you how I'm putting it together. Video, we're going to go and take some of the most basic things and create a generic get-home bag for a family, a NICU nurse. So I think my very pitiful first aid kit will be sad compared to what she's going to come up with over time. But I was asked to at least get the fundamentals put together. So I had an assortment of stuff that I picked up at the store, had in storage from old camping trips. I'm going to check quality and quantity, and I'm going to put something together for her. We're going to go through this kind of together just so you guys can see what I'm doing. Assuming if she had to walk home, we're looking at anywhere from 2 to 6 hour walk. We're not talking about a 24-hour. So it's almost like a quick bag. Basic hand tools, current environment, safety glasses, work gloves. So I'm going to kind of sort this stuff out, and then we're going to see what makes the cut and what I'll put in there. I'm not going to overpack it, because the truth of the matter is she's going to add and evolve over time. This is really a starter kit get home bag. So the first thing, again, an emergency blanket's definitely a good pick. I'm also going to put the people condom, the generic poncho, small flashlight. Again, if she's in a building, she's in the hospital, should have backup power, but if power goes out, or she's in a store and power goes out and she has to walk around the streets in the dark, a small flashlight. It's an LED, so it should give you, 8,000 hours or whatever. 5 hours, gross overestimation, but anyway. So that should be more than enough to get her home. Some spare batteries for sure. A generic multi-tool. I don't know, she may have a better one at work, and she can give this to one of her little sisters. Safety glasses. I don't know why I have 2 ponchos there, but 2 ponchos. Of course, the ever-present paracord, in case she needs it for whatever pops in her head. And another pair of safety glasses. Now, she's not a firearms person, so option B, pepper spray. She'll definitely spray someone. And speaking of spray, she lives near the Gulf Coast, so mosquitoes and insects are going to be an issue if she's on foot. I have some generic N95 masks. In light of the current environment, she may or may not be allowed to go into certain places without a mask. She probably, again, has something better at the hospital. The LifeStraw, I know a lot of folks are like, those suck, or they're not great. There are better products, but I'm under the general assumption in the 4 to 6 hour walk from the hospital to home, there should still be municipal water supplies that are available to her. One thing I just realized I am missing is a Silcock Key. That's a cross key that has the attachments for different type of spigots on buildings. So if you ever walk around a large building and you notice a spigot but it doesn't have a handle to turn it, it's because the maintenance people use a Silcock key. It prevents tampering, but you can find them at a plumbing store. You can even buy them on Amazon or Walmart. Now I'm sure she can get medical gloves, but got some generic outdoor gloves for her. I discovered that having utensils is really good on a hike once. I had to eat. I broke my MRE spoon and I had to eat with my fingers, which wasn't exactly sanitary. I didn't die, but this doesn't hurt. Missing a can opener, a little sanitizer, and that's generally for hygiene. Advil's always my friend. These are the most underrated things in the world if you're stuck outside for an extended period and you have to use the bathroom. So, matches, lighters, and this is a new product I hadn't seen before. I'm sure some of you may have the Cliff Energy Block. I don't know what's in it, and I don't have my glasses, so I can't see. Light sticks, of course. And I got these. These are only a couple of years old. This is from Meal Kit Supply. Now, I've actually eaten these. I've used them extensively on hikes. They don't make the small pack anymore. This is the smaller MRE. They now have the big military copycat version. This, all it has is the main meal, the accessories with the heating element, the spoon. It has a little treat and a little Kool-Aid, and that's it. So, but these are actually good if you can find them. So they have a full MRE, and then I guess you could call this the hiker's MRE. It's 2 of these take up the volume in a backpack of one standard military MRE. So I like these because you can get 2 of them, and if you ration them out, eat half a meal a day if you really have to, you could probably get 4 days out of 2 of these little pouches. And I got a generic tactical pack or something that's really going to attract attention. Now, my personal idea for a suburban or urban get-home bag is to try and keep it between 15 to 25 pounds. You don't need an expedition. Part of it is because of and this is just my theory on it, population density. You're going to run into a lot of people. You may have to run away from some people. Running away with a 20-pound little backpack is a hell of a lot easier than running away with a 60-pound ruck. To be quite honest, the less it looks like you have, the better off you are until you get home. Now, once you're home and you have to do a serious bug out like we did for Harvey, some people did, obviously then a large expedition pack makes a hell of a lot more sense. So, boys and girls, this is the final product. And again, starter kit. I will say one thing. I bought this first aid kit at Walmart, and it was probably around $20. And I said, generic first aid starter kit. It had a pile of stuff in here. To be honest with you, if you have to upgrade your own personal IFAK or IFAK first aid kit, instead of buying, unless you use them, large bundles of bandages and gauze, etc., you may want to consider getting one of these and splitting the contents between 2 or 3, especially if you have kids who have their own little first aid kit, because I'll tell you the truth, it had a lot more than I was expecting. It was kind of complete. I'm going to have to mail it, so the cold compresses that actually came in here, I'm not going to include. And part of the rationale for that is in transport, as I mail it, if they get shuffled around and crushed, they're going to activate, in which case they'll be cold in transit and then show up and they're depleted. So there's no point in that. There are a few pointers for this one. It's light. I estimated around 12 to 13 pounds. She has enough room to add stuff if she wants. I put the cup here just for now. I didn't find a spot for it. But got the water bottle. I'm going to let her clean it, unseal it, the whole 9 yards, however she wants to. On the outside pocket, I put the stuff you probably need to reach first, like a flashlight. And this flashlight is also a laser pointer, so that's pretty cool. There's a poncho on the outside pocket and the emergency. However, on the intermediate pocket, so the second pocket, if you will, is where I put some more of the tools, the fire starting equipment, the emergency blanket, bug spray. The glasses, the other PPE are in here. So the way I packed it is the stuff she may need to get her hands on immediately is on the outer pocket. Then in the middle pocket is stuff she'll probably need, but not necessarily right away. But if she needs it, it's right there in the second pocket. Now the third pocket And again, this is debatable, is where I put the first aid stuff. I was going to make a separate pouch, but there was so much in there, I actually did what I do when I fly, and I put the medical stuff in Ziplocs, and then I labeled them. Now, I personally do this when I fly and put it on my carry-on. When it goes through security, if they have any questions, they can pull it out and visually inspect and not tear all my shit apart. And so it has wipes, it has abdominal and other gauze sizes, so it had a nice selection of stuff. This is also where the personal wipes are and the work gloves. The very last pouch would be the MREs and the food related stuff, and I stuck the pepper spray back here. The only reason I did that was because I had room and it's still in the container. I'm not gonna uncontainer it, because if I open it, then it's not shippable. In its original sealed packaging, it can be shipped. So utility tools, her little Leatherman is on the right pocket, and the water bottle on the left that she can fill as needed. Again, under the assumption a medical center, hospital, fire station has backup power pretty much everywhere in the country. They'll be running a little bit longer, which would give her some valuable minutes to fill everything up if she needs it and to get going. And I did it for all my kids. They still have bags in their cars, even though they're adults. And this is now for yet another member of the family who will be hopefully joining the ranks of the aware. In any case, this is the Roaming Prepper. Thank you for joining me today. If you could like and subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate it. I need all the help I can get, as I am still early in my YouTube career. For those of you who are traveling, Godspeed, and to everyone else, be safe, be aware, and as always, be ready. Until next time, take care.